we're tracking the big Rajasthan political saga, and Deputy Chief Minister of the state, Sachin Pilot, who had declared an open revolt against the Congress, has today said on record that he's not joining the BJP. That assertion to NDTV comes amid reports of a likely meeting with BJP Chief JP Nadda today. Well, Sachin Pilot has been campaigning in Delhi and is set to skip a big show of strength in Jaipur. Congress MLAs have been ordered to attend a meeting at Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot's home. NDTV Srinivasan Jain joining us at this point with the latest on all of this. Srinivasan, what are Congress sources saying at this point? How seriously are they viewing this current crisis?
Well, at the moment, Congress sources are viewing this with some amount of concern. We managed to speak to a highly placed Congress source who, in a sense, gave us the background and the context of this whole crisis. According to him, he says that this has been brewing now almost since the end of March, since around the time the lockdown began. And according to the source, this is the third attempt made by Sachin Pilot to try to, in a sense, stage a coup and become Chief Minister of Rajasthan. He said the attempt has been by Sachin to try and break away a group of MLAs and, if not necessarily join the BJP, then form a separate group and get the BJP to support from the outside and try and become Chief Minister from that route. The only problem is that there have been several attempts by Ashok Gehlot to try and prevent this from happening, to try and create obstacles in the way of this. And the latest, according to this Congress source, was by the attempt by the Chief Minister Gehlot to launch a probe into what was the third and the most recent attempt. Now, the crucial thing here is the numbers. According to this Congress source, Sachin Pilot doesn't have the support of more than a dozen MLAs of the Congress. The BJP is supposed to have influenced about 10 more MLAs, which brings the number to 22. That is still less than the number needed to seriously pose a threat or to unsettle the Gehlot government. This is the Congress's estimate. But of course, as we know, in any situation which is politically fluid, these are all estimates. You can never be 100% sure. What we are being told by Congress sources is that the BJP has not been very receptive to Sachin Pilot's demand that he becomes Chief Minister or to set conditions for a plum portfolio in the cabinet. They've apparently told him that it has to be an unconditional entry into the party and they'll decide exactly what position to give him. This and the fact that he may not have enough MLAs is what has led them to believe that he has softened his stance somewhat. As we just reported, Sachin Pilot says that he's now not joining the BJP, or at least making that clear. This giving an indication that there perhaps might be some sort of softening. Now, the Congress says that the doors to Sachin Pilot are still open, that they've been in talks with him as recently as the past few days. They still like to take him back. They do admit that some of his grievances about being marginalized by the Chief Minister or by not being given positions, his supporters being given powerful positions enough, are legitimate, and that they will try and address it and see if they can address it within the party. But they simply can't make him Chief Minister. They say that this particular one demand of his is something which is simply just not tenable at this stage. Now, whether they are able to persuade him to come back, whether there is a rapprochement or not, we'll have to wait and see. Much, of course, depends on this crucial meeting of the Legislative Party and how many numbers both sides are able to muster up.
Yes, indeed, Srinivasan, that really seems to be the crux of this. Rajasthan very different from Madhya Pradesh in that sense, because the gap between the Congress and the BJP far wider in Rajasthan than it was in Madhya Pradesh. Of course, at this point, we have Sachin Pilot saying he's not going with the BJP, but there are scenarios that have been talked about where he, with his loyalist MLAs, could seek the BJP's outside support. But even if we talk about those possibilities at this stage, the numbers don't seem to add up.
That's right. The gap is very wide, as we know that the halfway mark is 100. The BJP is only around 70 MLAs, and the Gehlot government, along with the support of independents and others, is comfortably placed at around 120. So the gap is fairly large, and it doesn't make it that easier to close. It will require a substantial number of MLAs to break away from the Congress, a substantial number of independents or supporting the Congress to break away, to cross sides, to either join Sachin Pilot's group or to express support to the BJP to be able to make a convincing case that the government has fallen into a minority. I think that's one reason why the BJP is treading cautiously. Number two is because, as I mentioned earlier, some of the demands being made by Sachin Pilot to be made Chief Minister or to be given a plum portfolio is something that doesn't seem to be amenable to the BJP. The third reason, of course, is that there is the Vasundhara factor. The former Chief Minister of Rajasthan, the BJP leader, commands the support of close to 45 of the BJP's 70-odd MLAs and the BJP can't really make any move unless she's on board. So that's another X factor weighing on the minds of the BJP. I think that's the reason why, according to this Congress source I spoke to, the BJP has not fully plunged in to this particular political storm in Rajasthan. They're still holding back, according to this top Congress source. The Congress source telling me that if they choose to do that, then their government could face a serious threat. But at the moment, there does seem to be an element of wait and watch.
But if that is indeed the case, Srinivasan, what options are really left on the table for Sachin Pilot if, in fact, his chief ministerial ambitions are not going to be realized, even if he aligns with the BJP, and the Congress has said that is off the table? Has he, in fact, overplayed his hand? What options are available to him now?
Well, that's a very good question. And as I mentioned earlier, when I was talking to the Congress leader, the senior Congress leader, I was asking, in what way could he be accommodated? And the answer was that short of chief ministership, everything else, which is, as I mentioned, substantial portfolios to his supporters, positions in boards and corporations, elections for which are apparently coming up in Rajasthan. Also, in terms of various appointments of secretaries and bureaucrats, Sachin Pilot's own personal staff, I believe he's been facing problems trying to get people that he'd like appointed and getting work done in his constituency. All the irritants, the multiple ways in which he's been feeling bedeviled by the chief minister, I'm told these are all issues the Congress said they will address. Now, of course, the big question is, if this could have been addressed earlier, why wasn't it done till then? And is there any guarantee that it will still happen? But most importantly, will that be enough for Sachin Pilot? Will he be willing to settle for that and carry on within the framework of the Congress? Or has he simply taken his battle too far? These are all questions to which we still await answers.